So ito bang pagtakbo mo, is this going against your family?
No. I think 100% pareho yung puso naming mga Cayetano. Kami ng mga kapatid ko, kami ng tatay ko.
You've been called names, di ba? But if there's one thing that you want your kids to know about their father, ano yun?
That he did the right thing. He did the right thing.
Do you ask your mom for advice?
Always. Sabi niya, in a relationship, there always has to be a hero. So sabi niya, be the hero. Be the one who's kind.
I've known Direk Lino.
Ay, game na ba to? Sorry.
Yes.
Galing
Ganun
mo.
na kanina pa tayo nag-game,
Okay, hindi ko
Direk.
alam. Hindi ko alam. Okay.
Pero I've known Direk Lino ever since I was in my teenage years. Kasi after ko ma-discover dun sa I Love You Piolo na kuha na ako sa Itbulaga, and then yun na nag-start na ako mag-guest sa GMA shows. And isa sa mga parang breakthrough shows ng GMA during that time, 2003, 2004,
Yeah, eksakto.
was Starstruck. Tapos doon ko unang nakatrabaho si Direk Lino. Sabi ko pa, ay, yung gwapo naman ng director nito, mistiso.
May buhok pa.
Tapos eventually, nalaman ko na, anak pala siya ni Senator Rene Cayetano. Pero kasi you come from a political family. Paano ka napunta sa directing? Bakit naging doon ang passion mo?
Konektado pa rin sa dad ko. Yung time na yon, yung dad ko may show, hindi ko alam kung...
Kompanyero kompanyera.
Yeah.
Tapos yun yung era also na yung mga magagaling na journalists napupunta sila sa politics.
Yeah.
Like journalist na Senator Loren de Garda.
Yes. So yung
And
si
then your
Senator
father.
Loren was elected at the same time na my dad was elected, 1998. And then a few years later, si Kabayan Noli naman.
Yun talaga.
Yun yung passion nung dad ko was sharing the law. And sabi ko nga, I think yun yung naging parang daan ko sa media because yung lahat ng mga kapatid ko, ate ko, si Ate Pia, abogado, si Kuya Alan, abogado, yung brother ko si Ren, public administration. So lahat medyo seryoso.
Ikaw?
Ako, pinayagan niya mag-masscom. Una-una, pinayagan ako kasi nakita niya yung influence, yung opportunity in mass media. Nakilala ko or na in love ako dun sa course na film, pelikula. Yung mom ko was art teacher. My tita is a full-time artist. So ako, parang meron part of me that always wants to express myself. Pero hindi ako magaling magsulat. Hindi ako magaling magpinta. Pero nakita ko sa paggawa ng pelikula, sa paggawa ng kwento, na-express ko yung sarili ko. You're able to inspire others. You're able to tell stories of triumph, of loss, of defeat. And then ang maganda nun sa akin, you're behind the scenes. So, hindi ka nakikita ng tao. Yung trabaho mo lang yung nakikita.
How will you describe your relationship with your father?
He was our life. The whole family, pakiramdam namin. Well, ako, pakiramdam ko. Yung mission ng pamilya ay konektado sa paniniwala namin na mission nung aking ama. My dad was very single-minded din serving the Filipino. Ano yun, kahit wala siya sa politika, actually marami nag-iisip, pag inisip nila yung pamilyang Cayetano, matagal ng mga politiko yan. Pero actually, yung dad ko, he served only a few years in government. Naging assemblyman siya for, I think, 2.5 years. Naging senador siya for 3 years. That's it. But a large part of his life, he was a lawyer. And para sa kanya, that's service to the Filipino. Kami magkakapatid, our lives revolved around my dad. O yun yung pakiramdam namin. Na parang idol namin yung daddy ko. Pag nasa bahay yung daddy ko, we try to spend as much time as we can with him. Yung dad ko yung nagsaset ng rules, ng values, sino kami, ano mission natin dito sa mundo.
One of the greatest legacies ng isang ama
Ay yung kanyang mga anak. Kasi the values and everything that you've learned from your father, makukuha ng anak mo yon at sila ang magtutuloy nun.
Right. As a father now, syempre nag-iiba rin yung perspektibo mo. And really, more than your kids being successful in their careers or money or whatnot, parang ang gusto mo lang para sa mga anak mo ay yung mga values na importante sa iyo, mapagpahalagahan din nila. So like ako, very important sa akin yung mga anak ko maging kind, maging thoughtful, maging mabuting tao. But then you realize na the things that are important to my dad, that's what he tried to share with us. Having kids made me realize what's really important. And ngayon nga, I often ask myself, ano ba ginagawa ko? Ako nga yung Cayetano na wala sa politika eh. Ako nga yung Cayetano na masaya sa trabaho ko, sa show business. Tingin ko marami akong nagagawang makabuluhan sa entertainment. Marami akong natutulungan. Marami akong mga kwento na nagagawa na tingin ko may ambag sa ating mundo. Pero what am I doing now? Why am I running?
Why did you enter the
Why
world
did I
of
enter the world of
politics?
politics? And I think yung sagot, because I often think about my kids, and ano ba talagang mahalaga sa mundo? My kids will probably have a life that's more quiet, more peaceful, if I don't enter politics. So my family has always asked me to enter politics. 3 beses ako pinakiusapan tumakbo. And I always had a job sa private sector. And I was happy with my job bilang teacher, bilang director, bilang producer. And you know, our job is very demanding. No? Nakikita ng mga tao lagi yung glamour. Pero hindi nila alam how competitive our industry is. Ilan yung nakapila dyan? Replaceable. So you learn how to, work hard, be diligent. Every day you ask yourself, how can I be better? So I think yung work ethics ng mga tao sa industry natin, tayo, the way we work, lahat ng tao behind the scenes, our artists, sa industry natin, you cannot compare it to anything. We're some of the most hardworking people. And I think when I entered government, yun yung dinala ko. Hindi siya perspektibo ng isang politiko. Kaya nanibago ako. Traditionally, pag nasa politika ka, isipin mo yung estilo ng politiko. But I think if you come from our industry or a lot of the industries where, alam mo yun, iba yung perspektibo mo, it's really to get the job done. Nagtatrabaho ko, may binuburol na kapamilya ko. Minsan hindi kayo magkasundo ng mga kasama mo sa trabaho, but you need to collaborate. And if you don't collaborate, you don't get the best product. I remember, una kong job, barangay captain. So I was
2010?
2010. So I was the only Cayetano na nag-serve bilang barangay captain.
Paano ka na punta sa pagbabarangay captain?
My sister-in-law, Lani, won as mayor of Taguig in 2010. And she asked me, kasama yung mga kapatid ko, kung pwede ba akong pumasok sa politika para tulungan si Lani. Because Lani was mayor, pero mag-isa lang siya. Mag-isa lang siya nanalo. And she was mayor of Taguig. So sabi niya, kailangan niya ng kakampi. And sa tingin nila, ako lang yung pwedeng manalo. So ano na ako noon, director. In fact, nung hiningi ng pamilya ko na pumasok ako sa politika to serve as barangay captain, sa personal kong career naman, pakiramdam ko, I was at the height of my career. So mahirap sa akin talikuran because I was directing a primetime show with Piolo and with Zijan. Si Zijan kakatapos lang nung May Bukas pa. So pinagsama si Zijan and si Piolo. Noah. Ako bilang isang 30-year-old director, parang ano na namin yun, peak ng career, no, to be able to direct a primetime show. But I had to say goodbye. Paalam mo sa mga boss natin noon, kina Sir Deo, kina Ma'am Charo. Because my family asked me to serve as barangay captain. At simple lang yung sinabi nila, no? For evil to triumph is for good men to do nothing. Kung may opportunity to help, may opportunity to serve, why won't you set aside your personal dreams? So it was my family who asked me and explained it to me. When I felt na naayos na namin yung mga problema sa Taguig, so I ran as barangay captain. Akala ko yun na yun. And then in 2013, they asked me to run as congressman. So I ran, I won, and I served.
2013?
2013.
You're still directing nung time na yun?
Pag break yung Congress,
magde-direct.
nakakapag-direct ako. It's pursuing my passion and extra income. After that one term in Congress, parang nahawakan na nung partido namin yung Taguig. So feeling ko, yung hinihingi sa aking ambag, nagawa ko na. So nagpaalam ako sa family. Sabi ko, I'll go back to the private sector. Magtatrabaho ulit ako bilang director. So, trabaho ulit ako, ginawa ko nung 2016 yung Tanging Yaman, with sina Miss Agot, and with Sir Deo ulit yun sa Dreamscape. And then in 2019, for the third time, lumapit yung family ko, ang sabi, ikaw lang yung pwedeng manalo bilang mayor. Term end na si Mayor Lani, 9 years na siya. Sa lahat ng survey, ako lang yung pwedeng manalo. So, nakiusap sila if I can go back. I prayed, I talked to my family, I talked to Phil, and I ran as mayor of Taguig.
And you won.
And I won. Hindi ko naman alam, kapalaran siguro, mangyayari yung pandemic. The next year, parang 6 months lang. Kasi I went into office July 1, dumating yung pandemic January, February. Shutdown na yung March. Extraordinary naman yung experience ko during the pandemic. Kasi sabi nila, it was probably the most difficult time to serve in our lifetime. To be mayor during the time of the pandemic. Para kang mayor ng panahon ng gera. Pero,
And life-threatening yung dinidil mo.
yes.
Diba? Kasi
Yeah.
it can cost you your life.
Yes, it was our obligation. Hindi alam nung maraming tao, pero nung unang mga linggo nung pandemic, ang takot natin ay yung parang nangyari sa Amerika.
The people are getting hungry. Wala nang sweldo yung iba. Diba?
Nakakalimutan ng marami how difficult it was the first few weeks, the first few months.
True.
Pero doon nga ako nakita, Tony, nung silver lining. Kung medyo masama yung tingin ko sa politika, after ng experience ko nung pandemic, parang nagkaroon ako ng renewed hope in government. Imagine gaano kahirap sabihin sa mga kababayan natin, huwag lumabas ng bahay. Wala kayong sweldo. Wala kayong hanap buhay. Yung tiwala na kailangan mong ma-establish sa kanila na merong paraan para mapakain natin yung pamilya natin. Pag kayo nagkasakit, may paraan para kayo pwede natin paggamot. I think over the next few months, naging years, parang we made it, di ba? I think in Taguig, like a lot of cities here in Metro Manila and the Philippines, we were able to work together, bond together. Parang nagkaroon ng trust ulit yung mga tao sa gobyerno.
If you look back, COVID was 5 years ago.
Yeah.
The pandemic was 5 years ago. And as a leader, you survived it. You surpassed it.
Yeah.
Kung babalikan mo, paano mo nagawa yun?
I think kung paano natin nagawa yun, how we did it together, I think is the reason why ginugulo ko yung buhay ko ngayon at bumabalik ako sa public service. It's why I decided to run for Congress kahit na ayoko sa politika because nakita ko nung pandemic na if we work together, if we set aside our differences, we can do a lot of things.
May advantage at may disadvantage ang politics. It affects your relationship with your family members. And it happened to your family.
Yeah. Yung mamimili na lang tayo ng presidente, nagkakaaway-away yung pamilya
Oh,
ko.
yes.
Iba presidente mo, iba presidente ko. And I think as a country, as a people, kailangan natin pag-usapan paano tayo naging ganito. Paano tayo naging na pag may Pinosilino na eto presidente niya, Isko Moreno, i-judge mo yung pagkatao ko. Dahil naniniwala ako na itong taong tong makabubuti sa ating bansa. Bakit mangyayari na kung yung asawa ko nag-post, let's say, Leni Robredo or Ferdinand Marcos, i-judge mo yung pagkatao nila base sa kung sino gusto nila. I think we really have to examine paano tayo nakarating dito. And then tingnan din natin, nakakaganda ba sa atin to o nakakasama? And that's exactly how I feel na yung toxicity ng gobyerno. Na nung pandemic, wala lahat yan. Hindi naman lahat tayo maka-Duterte. Pero nung pandemic, lahat tayo naniwala na kailangan iisa yung direksyon natin. Hindi naman lahat ng mga taga-Taguig naniniwala kay Lino Cayetano. Pero nung pandemic, iisa lang yung direksyon namin. Ako, I think we need to heal those wounds in order to move forward as a country. Ang alam ko, I will talk to anyone who will help the city of Taguig and Pateros. And I think na that's the way to move forward. Now, we can maybe debate during elections, pero yung 3 years na walang election, maybe we can work together.
Sabi mo, direct politics get in the way. Did it also get in the way with your relationship sa siblings mo?
Yes, I think, because, well, I'm running alone. So, sa akin, malaking bagay yun.
Asan yung siblings? Yan ang itatanong.
Oo.
Because sa Pilipinas, family-oriented tayo, di ba?
Ako, I'm supporting my sister. No? My sister's running for the Senate. I'm supporting my sister Pia. Lani, my sister-in-law, asawa ni Alan, is running for mayor. I'm supporting her. But I'm running independently as congressman of Taguig and Pateros. And yung partido ni Lani and ni Alan, they have a different candidate. So ako, I respect it. Hindi ako agree sa kanilang desisyon, pero nire-respeto ko. And siguro sa akin, masakit bilang kapatid because kilala nila ako. They know my heart. Alam nila sa 3 beses na tumakbo ako, ang sabi nila, malaki yung pwede kong magawa para sa bayan ng Taguig.
You're doing it for the family.
The 3 times that I ran, ang sabi nila, do it for the family. Kasi maganda yung pangarap ng pamilya para sa lungsod ng Taguig. My plan was to be mayor for the next 9 years if the people of Taguig would elect me. And in fact, buong akala ko I was going to run for re-election. Nag-survey kami, nag-survey yung partido namin. Yung survey ko is 80-20, 85-15. So hindi naman ako matatalo. But 10 days before the election, my brother asked me if willing ba ako mag-step aside kasi gusto tumakbo ng sister-in-law ko, ni Lani. I thought about it, I prayed about it, and at the end of the day, ayokong mag-away yung pamilya. So I stepped aside and I went back to the private sector. July 1, bumaba ako as mayor. July 2, nakapila na ako sa Viva. Nakikipag-usap dahil inaayos ko yung trabaho ko. Tapos na, ganun kasimple, walang drama. I focused on building my company, focused on making movies. Pero yung 3 years na yon, tinanong ko rin sa sarili ko, meron pa ba akong gusto gawin in public service? Meron pa ba akong gusto i-ambag na hindi ko pa nagagawa? And paulit-ulit yung sagot nun, oo. So I wanted to go back to public service. So I told my brother and my ate Pia na if I ran for mayor, would they support me? Sagot nila is that Lani will not give way or si Lani ang papatakbuhin nila. That happened several times until magde-deadline na for filing for this election. And tinanong ko ulit, if I ran for mayor, would Lani step aside? Ang sagot nila sa akin, hindi. So, hindi ako tumakbong mayor. Ganun kasimple. I talked to my mom, even if I believe that there are things that I wanted to do, even if I believe na iba yung leadership style namin, because ayoko mag-away yung pamilya. Tingin ko hindi magandang ehemplo yun sa to any city. Pero I think kasi more than family, kilala nila ako eh. Alam nila na yung gusto kong gawin maganda, mabuti. Alam nila na I'm running because I want to be able to help the city of Taguig. Sa akin siguro yun yung mas masakit, na parang more than family, alam nila na I'm running because I want to help. Na importante minsan yung may nagsasabi sa pamilya kung tama ba yung direksyon, meron bang kailangang ayusin. And I think baka yung pamilya namin, yung organisasyon namin sa Taguig, it will not be as progressive as it used to be kung hindi siya open to new ideas. And I think that's what I want to bring. That we're open to new ideas, we're open to talking about problems, fixing problems, finding more solutions. Siguro doon ako nalulungkot. Nalulungkot ako kung tingin natin wala nang problema sa lungsod ng Taguig. More than being sad na hindi ako sinusuportahan ng pamilya ko, I'm sad na parang kung ganun man yung pag-iisip na wala nang problema. Because I think there's always problems that we need to solve. And sa akin kasi, pag na-embrace nila yon, kung bakit ako tumatakbo, napakadali yung magbati kami bilang pamilya. That's so easy. Kahit bukas, pwede ko silang yakapin. Yung mahirap sa akin tanggapin siguro kasi nakatali dun sa turo sa amin ng ama ko, is that we should always be aggressive in trying to find solutions to our problems. And we should always be open to working with other people to help give a better life to the people in our city.
So ito bang pagtakbo mo, is this going against your family?
No. I think 100% pareho yung puso naming mga Cayetano. Our intentions are the same. Pero naniniwala rin ako na siguro iba kaming pamamaraan. I also believe that sometimes the best way to approach a problem is to talk to people, to use kindness, to use humility. May panahon siguro na pinaka-importante yung palaban ka. Pero I think where our country is now, we need to talk about collaboration. We need to talk about working together. We need to talk about finding solutions for each other's problems.
Yun ba na-communicate mo sa siblings mo?
At kung hindi siguro malinaw yon, gusto ko linawin yun. Na I pray that God willing, I'm elected as the representative of the 1st District of Taguig and Pateros, na I can work with Mayor Lani.
Sabi nila, ang mga politicians daw, lagi daw may personal agenda.
I think pinaka-importante dyan, transparency and accountability. And I think oras na hindi mo pwedeng tanungin sa congressman mo, sa mayor mo, sa konsehal mo, oras na hindi ka pwede magtanong sa kanya, hindi kanya kaya tingnan sa mata at sagutin yung mga tanong mo, then I think it's time to change that person. I think there should always be accountability and there should always be transparency. Yung dalawang yan. Ang dali sabihin, pero mahirap gawin. So ako, in my own little way, sinusubukan kong gumawa ng mga mekanismo na part nung pang-araw-araw ko during the campaign and once I'm elected is that I spend time being able to listen to people's problems. And I spend time answering their questions. So I've already told the City Council of Taguig and the City Council of Pateros, kahit yung mga barangay, na tulungan ako gumawa ng mekanismo para hindi ako magbago.
Do you ask your mom for advice?
Always.
What's her number one advice sa'yo sa mga panahon na to?
Sabi niya, in a relationship, there always has to be a hero. So sabi niya, be the hero. Be the one who's kind. Yun.
Nagiging emotional ka direct.
Yeah.
Pag parents.
Yeah. It's good advice, di ba? Pwede namang tayo yung palaban. Pwede naman na may sabihin din tayong masama. Pero pwedeng sisihin ko sila. Pwedeng sagutin ko yung mga masama akong naririnig. Pero I think the best thing is what my mom told me. It's what parents often tell their kids. Be kind.
May nabasa akong ganyan na in this generation, everybody wants to be right, but no one wants to be kind.
Ganda.
Sometimes, sa pakikipaglaban natin sa tama, nakakalimutan natin maging mabuti sa kapwa.
Tama.
It happens to family members. I remember nung 2022, I didn't run for office, but I had a taste of what it's like to be in politics.
Yeah.
I've seen it, yung wrath ng tao, if you're not going with who they want. And then, ang naalala ko lang sinabi sa akin ni Paul was, it doesn't matter what people think of you. What matters is how Sevi looks at you. So sabi ko, oo nga, no. Hindi ko makokontrol kung anong tingin sa akin sa labas ng bahay. But if there's this one human being who looks at me and who sees my heart, that's all that matters. And I want to ask you that. You've been through judgment, misconceptions, assumptions. You've been called names, di ba? But if there's one thing that you want your kids to know about their father, ano yun?
That he did the right thing. He did the right thing. Kasi maraming magsasabi, sumunod na lang ako. Don't fight for the things that I think are worth fighting for. In the name of family. Ang dali gamitin ng salitang pamilya sa kulturang Pilipino. Huwag ka na lumaban kasi pamilya. Pero siguro yung pinaka-importanting sabihin ko sa mga anak ko, I fought for the right things because I love my family. Because at the end of the day, I feel like what's in the heart of my father, what's in the heart of my brother and my sister, what's in my heart and what's I want to be in the heart of my kids are the same. So, balibalik ta rin man ang mundo, iba-ibahin man ang pamamaraan, I think yung tama ay tama. And we should fight for the right things.
Thank you very much, Direk.
Thank you.
Thank
Thank
you,
you for
Phil.
allowing me this opportunity to
Thank you
speak
for
up
sharing
about this. Thank you.
your heart. Thank you, Direk.
Thank you.
Para naging therapy session, eh, no?
Oo nga, therapy talaga.